Many people spend years trying to find love, repeating affirmations, pulling tarot cards, analyzing attachment styles, chasing compatibility, and asking the universe for a sign. But none of it truly works until one fundamental truth clicks. You don't attract love, you mirror it. Love doesn't respond to your words or rituals. It responds to your state of being, the energy you embody on a consistent basis. Your life is not echoing what you say you want. It's mirroring what you actually feel and believe about yourself. The universe isn't withholding love from you. It's showing you who you're being. Every relationship, every disappointment, every almost connection is shaped by your frequency, the emotional tone that you live in the most often. You can want commitment, but live in fear of rejection. You can crave devotion, but still carry abandonment wounds. You can ask for honesty, but still lie to yourself about your readiness to receive. And energy never lies. You can't affirm your emotional baseline. You can't manifest love while matching fear. You can't conceive healthy partnership while identifying as someone who must fight to be chosen. Reality doesn't respond to both. It responds to identity. When people say, "Why hasn't love shown up for me yet?" the answer is almost always energetic. If your dominant emotional state is fear, distrust, or guardedness, you're broadcasting that frequency into the field, and that's exactly what's being mirrored back. If you want to change your romantic life, you don't start with dating strategy. You start with self-energy. You stop looking for someone to complete you and start becoming the version of you who is already whole. The one who doesn't chase love, but emanates it.
Love is not something you go out and find. It's a reflection of how safe you feel within yourself. Every pattern, every repeated heartbreak is feedback from your emotional conditioning. Most people don't struggle to find love, they struggle to receive it. Their bodies have become so accustomed to emotional stress that safety feels foreign. If your nervous system equates love with danger, the body will sabotage every opportunity for connection. Not out of some kind of malice, but out of conditioning. The subconscious craves what's familiar, not what's necessarily healthy. That's why people who consciously want love often keep attracting chaos, distance, or avoidance. Their system is addicted to the chemistry of survival emotions, fear, guilt, shame, or disappointment. When you feel triggered in relationships, that's not failure, it's memory. Your nervous system is replaying emotional experiences that never felt safe enough to resolve. And those triggers are old problems resurfacing for release. You're not broken, your body just hasn't yet learned what safety in love feels like. And here's the turning point. Love doesn't rescue you from your wounds, it reveals them. It brings your unhealed places to light so they can transform. That's why manifestation only works when it's rooted in emotional evolution. If you don't change your emotional signature, you'll keep meeting the same person in different bodies. Life isn't repeating, you are. The universe is endlessly mirroring your energy until you shift it. When your emotional field stabilizes in safety, openness, and self-worth, everything begins to reorganize. You attract people who are emotionally present because you are. You magnetize honesty because you live it. And you stop confusing intensity with intimacy.
Everything in your life is responding to your energy, and relationships are the clearest mirror of all. Your thoughts and emotions form your energetic signature. Together, they broadcast a signal into reality that determines who notices you, how people treat you, and what dynamics unfold. Thoughts send out the signal. Emotions pull matching experiences back. So if you're thinking about love but feeling unworthy of it, you're not sending out the frequency of love, you're sending out the frequency of lack. This explains why positive thinking alone doesn't work. You can't repeat, I am loved 1,000 times. But if your emotional body still runs a program of fear or rejection, the field reads that, not the words. Manifestation doesn't respond to language, it responds to vibration. Someone living in emotional safety will effortlessly attract respect, devotion, and kindness. Not because they're luckier, but because their energy invites it. Someone living in mistrust or self-protection will meet avoidance or betrayal because these energies resonate. Your relationships are not about other people. They're about resonance. That's why conscious love feels so rare. It requires a level of emotional mastery that few people sustain consistently. Love isn't rare. Emotional coherence is. When you learn to generate the energy of love without needing anyone else to activate it, you become magnetic. You stop performing for affection. You stop chasing validation. Love begins to orbit you because you've become the vibration that it recognizes.
But here's the paradox. You can't access that vibration while living in survival mode. And survival mode doesn't just mean panic or trauma. It looks like overthinking, emotional guarding, people pleasing, needing reassurance, or trying to control outcomes. These aren't personality quirks, they're defense patterns. Love requires openness. Survival demands protection. You can't embody both. When your nervous system is wired for threat, it can't relax into connection. You'll anticipate pain before it happens. You'll scan for red flags instead of possibilities. You'll hold back affection just to avoid disappointment. And that constant vigilance sends one clear signal into the universe. I am not safe. And if your energy says, I am not safe, love cannot land, no matter how much you want it. Safety is the doorway to intimacy. Without emotional safety, love feels dangerous, so the subconscious avoids it. This is why emotional self-regulation is the foundation of real love. You can't trust another person until you can trust your own emotional responses. You can't relax into intimacy until you feel safe in your own body. People often think the breakthrough will come when they meet the right person. But the real shift happens when they regulate their nervous system, release old emotional imprints, and learn to create safety from within. That's the point where everything changes. Because your frequency no longer broadcasts fear. It emits calm, coherence, receptivity. And reality has no choice but to match that. Your future relationship isn't waiting at a cafe or in an app. It's waiting in a new state of being. And when you stop rehearsing pain and start embodying peace, love recognizes you instantly. It's not destiny, it's resonance.
If you want a love you've never had, you must become someone you've never been. That's the essence of reality creation. Not waiting for evidence, but becoming the evidence. Not asking for love, but embodying it so completely that it has to appear. Manifesting love isn't about finding someone, it's about becoming someone. The version of you who is already loved, already chosen, already emotionally abundant, already secure. That version exists right now. You access it not by wishing, but by aligning. To align, you must retrain your emotional body to feel what's unfamiliar. If you've lived years in survival emotions like fear or disappointment, genuine peace may feel uncomfortable at first. But every time you allow your body to rest in feelings of safety, gratitude, or warmth, you're building a new baseline. You're creating a new emotional home. Love is a frequency, and frequencies are practiced, not found. So start small. Breathe deeply. Feel the warmth in your chest when you imagine being loved. Then hold that feeling. Expand it. Teach your body that love is not danger, it's stability. You do this long enough, and love becomes your default state, not your goal. You stop chasing love because you've become its source. You no longer ask, when will they show love? You live as the person they can recognize. And when you stabilize that identity, reality bends to meet you.
There's a clear process to this, and it's beautifully simple. First, end the addiction to emotional survival. Recognize that fear, abandonment, and disappointment are just familiar frequencies. They're not your identity. Observe them when they arise, but don't merge with them. Breathe them out. Choose new emotions even before your circumstances change. Second, rewrite the self-concept. Your relationships will never exceed the way you see yourself. If you believe you have to earn love, prove your worth, or fight for attention, you'll keep manifesting experiences that confirm it. Start declaring your new identity in emotionally charged language. I am emotionally safe within myself. I am open-hearted and worthy of devotion. I am loved, chosen, and claimed in every timeline. Repeat these not as affirmations, but as states of being. Third, embody the emotion before the evidence. Don't wait for the partner, the text, or the proof. Generate the feeling of love now. Let your body memorize it until it becomes natural. When your energy radiates that consistency, the outer world aligns effortlessly. And finally, relate without fear. Practice honesty instead of strategy. Appreciate without expecting a return. Allow people to come close without rehearsing betrayal in your mind. Little micro acts of openness teach your nervous system that love is safe. And over time, reality restructures itself around your new vibration. People from your past may fall away, old patterns dissolve. Your energy becomes a filter that only allows truth and emotional resonance. Love no longer passes you by because you become transparent to it. Your you shifted when love feels peaceful instead of dramatic. When self-respect becomes effortless. When receiving feels natural. That's the hallmark of alignment. The truth is you'll never be given what you're not willing to become. Love isn't a future event, it's a present identity. When you decide who you are in love and emotionally stabilize that version, the universe mirrors it without delay. So stop waiting for love to appear. Become the one who radiates it. Real love doesn't arrive by luck. It arrives by alignment. And alignment begins within, now.
If this message resonated with you, take a moment to let it settle. And if you'd like to keep exploring how energy, identity, and consciousness shape your reality, make sure that you're subscribed. Click the like button if today's talk helped you see love in a new light, and share it with someone who might need this reminder too. And don't forget to tap the notification bell so you'll know when new talks like this one are released. Until next time, think differently, dream boldly, and create consciously.
I'm a quiet rebel, I don't need a shower.